So I want to say a little bit about the Earth's energy budget and why we care about it, why it has something to do with the ice caps, and why we're melting. First of all, we've been talking about sunlight. We have here solar radiation that comes into the Earth. So we want to take a look at this picture and then we'll write some things down that will help us understand it a little bit better. So solar radiation comes from the sun, of course, and hits the Earth. What will happen to it? Well, about 50% of it is actually going to hit the land. We also have some that will hit the water. So here we have the light hitting the ocean. Then we also have, that's 20%. We have about 20% reflected from the clouds, so that doesn't even actually reach the ground. And then we have just about 5% backscattered, basically just hits the atmosphere and goes back into space. So we notice that we have a certain amount of light coming in, and then we also have a certain amount of light coming out. Of course, the heat that stays down here also is going to eventually go out into the atmosphere. But we wonder how long that's going to take. So that's a big concern when we're talking about Earth's energy budget. So the input of sunlight that reaches the Earth is the energy budget. Now I think about this as like budgeting money. You have so much money and what are you going to do with it? So the input of sunlight that reaches the Earth goes to places such as the land, oceans, or the water, and the atmosphere. I'm going to count clouds in that as well. We also, of course, then have the energy that's leaving the planet. So energy that leaves the Earth as heat is called output. So why are we concerned about this? What we need to have is the energy input and the energy output that are in balance. If we have them in balance, then the Earth is going to stay about the same temperature. If it's out of balance, if we have so much input and not a lot of output, then we get this overflow of heat. So that, I think you can guess, is probably not a great thing. And this is going to have an effect on what's happening with the polar ice caps. So let's write that down. The energy input must balance the output, or else, I know this is quite a threat, or else the Earth will heat up. So, and this is not going to be a great thing if that happens.